Hello, we are at the Young Peace Builders workshop in Abuja, and I have an amazing, extraordinary young leader. I'm so excited to talk to her. I'll just allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here as well. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Olaoluwa Bagun. I'm from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a lawyer and I'm a girls' rights advocate. I also manage a non-governmental organization called Girl Pride Circle, where we advocate for girls' rights to education, equal opportunities, and violence-free communities. And we also empower girls to transform their communities.
It's amazing. You said in your profile that you started all these activities since age 18. Can you tell us something more?
Well, I would say that I was privileged to have people around me who discovered my potential and encouraged me to develop myself, including giving me platforms to also let my voice heard very, very early in life. So at the age of 13, my teachers in secondary school nominated me to join the Nigerian Children's Parliament.
Wow.
So I joined the Nigerian Children's Parliament as a senator representing Lagos State, and I had the opportunity to engage in child rights advocacy and contribute to child rights policies in my country. It was an experience that really changed my worldview and motivated me to contribute more to my community.
Now you're the founder of Girl Pride Circle. Tell us, what is Girl Pride Circle about?
Yeah, so Girl Pride Circle is an NGO that supports adolescent girls in Nigeria, and we also have a Pan African dream. So what we do is to advocate at the grassroots and engage community stakeholders on how we can make the community conducive for girl child development. For instance, we advocate against violent practices like sexual violence, which is very, very common in the community where I'm from in Lagos State. So we try to mobilize community to ensure that girls are protected, girls are safe, and girls are invested in. And also we have programs across secondary schools for adolescent girls where we try to empower these girls with advocacy skills. We try to help them understand leadership, understand sexual and reproductive health and rights, and also grasp gender issues. So basically, we're raising a dynamic generation of female leaders in Africa.
Now tell me, you're a lawyer, you're a founder of a non-profit organization, you do so many things. How do you manage in terms of time management, in terms of impact?
Well, I wouldn't say it's really easy. It hasn't been a walk in the park. But I would say that my passion has kept me going, you know, and I've always found a way to find a meeting point between everything I do. So, for instance, my training as a lawyer, I'm trained to be an advocate of my community. I'm trained to be a fixer, to be someone who stands up and represents the community and acts as a voice for my people. So I wouldn't say that it's so far off from what I do, like my advocacy work is so far off from my work as a lawyer. So my passion really drives me, and practicing time management too has really made all the difference.
So why did you apply to join this Young Peace Builders workshop in Abuja?
Okay. I started following the UNAOC page about 2 years ago, and I've really connected to the work that UNAOC does because I believe that helping people see that their communities should be bound by things that bring them together rather than things that make them different is an important investment we should be making. So I stumbled upon the UNAOC Peace Builders application, and one of the requirements for eligibility was that you do not have to be someone who has done so much in peace building. You have to be someone who is trying to launch a career in peace building. And having been working in my community advocating for girls' rights and working with girls, I've realized that girls and women are very, very vulnerable in communities where there is no peace, in communities where violence is thriving. So I really applied because I want to use this as an opportunity to learn more, to engage my community in driving the conversation about peace building. So I applied to develop myself and to have this amazing network of young leaders across West Africa.
Tell me, what one thing would you say so far at the workshop that has really made an impact on you?
Okay, the sessions have been mind blowing. I'm really finding it hard to pick a particular thing, but I would say that here I have learnt about tools, active tools that I can use to drive intercultural dialogue in my community. In Nigeria, intercultural dialogue is something that is really, really lacking. We have a lot of judgments, we have a lot of prejudices and stereotypes. So I've been learning how to engage my community in real conversations and unbiased conversations where they can share their own stories and we can tell stories from a place of truth and empowerment and then break down the stereotypes. So I think I've learned so much about intercultural dialogue. That is one thing I've learned so much about here.
Okay, so now a majority of young people in Africa feel that they are not given much room to, express their potential and, ignite their passion. What's different about it? People say it's impossible. People say people like you maybe just got lucky. What would you say to young people around the world that how should they, move their passion into action and create impact like the way you are doing now?
Okay. First of all, I would say I just make my humble contribution and I'm not where I want to be yet.
Okay.
But I think what has worked for me is getting away, stepping away from the feeling of entitlement. So I think that young people across Africa should try to earn everything that they need. So for instance, if you need partnerships, if you need funding, try to earn it, try to step out of your comfort zone to show what you would do if you were given a bigger opportunity. So when I launched my organization, I started funding our programs from my pocket money in school, and I did that for over 1 year before I got any penny from anybody to fund programs. So that's just one of the things you can do to step out of your comfort zone. And I just want to say, never ever feel entitled. Just keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing, and everything will come together.
So what's the way forward after this workshop in Abuja?
Wow, I'm already thinking about the way forward actually. And I've realized that many of my girls actually have a lot on their mind to share with Nigeria. So, for instance, last week I was at a training for my organization and I asked them if the president worked in here, what would you tell him? What problem would you ask him to solve? And one of them stood up and spoke about tribalism, that tribalism is one problem that she really wants to solve in Nigeria. And that was when it occurred to me that these girls have a lot of roles to play in peace building. Their voices alone is something that we should help refine and help to, amplify. So after I leave this workshop, I'm going to invest all these tools I've learned, the connections I've made, the network. I'm going to start like a peace building peace advocacy training for my adolescent girls back at home because I want them to, step up to peace building. They are young, but I want them to know that their age is not a barrier to what they can contribute.
Wow. So can you do something Nigerian for us since we are in Abuja? A song and your local dialect, something interesting.
Okay, so I'll just say a sentence in Yoruba, and it is Ajo Dabile. There's no place like home.
Wow, it's been amazing speaking to you, and I'm so inspired by you, and I hope many people get inspired by you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.